MIT police officer Sean Collier was one of the 4 people killed by the Tsarnaevs. Collier was active in the MIT community, so his death has had a ripple effect throughout the campus. Last month, the school dedicated a permanent memorial to Collier, and MIT produced a short documentary about its making. I want to share part of that short film with you right now.
The Institute convened a committee to think about a memorial for Sean Collier. The figure of the memorial is a kind of 5-walled structure is extruded, and then a void is actually carved out of it. And that void represents a kind of absence or a loss. The form itself is based on the hand, representing both a kind of gesture of openness to others, but also the ability to apply oneself to make things better.
We wanted the stone to be representative of the places where Sean spent a lot of time with the MIT community. He was very active with the MIT Outing Club. So, we started thinking about Granite, New Hampshire.
The memorial is made of 32 blocks, which piece together in a way that allows each block to hold the other one up.
I'll go around and get the other 2.
So its strength comes from unity. Its strength comes from the many, as opposed to a kind of singular gesture. The 2 walls that are closest together align with the location of Sean's cruiser where he was shot. It's the most intimate space in the memorial. When you're under, it frames exactly that spot where the tragedy occurred.
Each stone is cut with advanced milling technology. Some of the stones are cut by robots, and the accuracy of each stone is within about 1 millimeter.
Even as the robot is carving the blocks, someone has to come in and tap every single piece and break it off kind of one by one before then the robot can come in for its final pass. It was a kind of incredible dance between machine and man to carve these pieces.
It's like a 3-dimensional jigsaw puzzle with finely polished blocks of granite, but in this case they weigh about 10,000 pounds each.
When the first blocks arrive and start to take physical form, as an architect, that's a magical moment when a concept turns into physical reality.
There were many times in this whole project where we had to keep our emotions in check because it was such an emotional project for everyone involved.
My name's Rob Rogers. I'm a project manager with Suffolk Construction. I'm also Sean Collier's brother. It's been very humbling and healing, in the past almost 2 years since Sean was gone, so it's really helped a lot. So behind B-Leg is a little part of my speech that I gave for Sean. So they engraved it onto the stone. So live long like he would, big hearts, big smiles, big service, all love. He was just a kid that just loved being a cop, He had a million friends. I don't know how he slept. He was always doing something, hanging out with somebody, He really lived life to its, fullest.
Shower the people you love.
He was made to be a police officer, and I know his mother said he wanted to be a policeman from the time he was 7 years old, and it showed. It showed in everything he did. He got it.
I hope the memorial will become one of the beloved elements on campus. Hopefully it can remain for us to remember Sean's service and the coming together of the community and our values.
Things are gonna be much better if we only will.
I live a few blocks away. It is really powerful. If you'd like to see the memorial itself, you can find it at the corner of Vassar and Main Streets in Cambridge. It's open to the public. And if you'd like to see more on the making of it, we'll link to the full video on our website, wgbhnews.org.